Hello, welcome to the Mind and Body Meditation Spa. I'm Nautica. I will be your therapist. This spa focuses on mindfulness, bringing mindfulness to your experience to help you to create exactly what it is that you are seeking to create: relaxation, to create comfort, complete relaxation and comfort. Begin this experience now by taking in your surroundings. These blue, milky, warm waters with therapeutic properties, adorned with the relaxing mural of the black rock in the background, creating an ambiance of a peaceful escape. These milky blue waters for solace of rejuvenation to every soul which takes a dip inside the elixir of minerals. These beautiful blue waters for the benefits of healing. Feel the fresh, breezy, mineral-filled air. Set to bring extreme peace to your mind and your body. Fresh, breezy, mineral-filled air. Soft music playing in the background, surrounding you. Prepare for your experience now, and we will begin. Go ahead and step into the warm, milky waters, allowing these warm waters with therapeutic properties to begin to work magic on your body. Walk toward the flotation mat and lie face down, and we will begin. As your therapist, I will encourage you to go into a meditative state where you can mentally deeply relax. And then I will begin to work on your body and help it to also deeply relax for a total transformative experience. As you float in this mineral-rich warmth of a wonder of the world, it is time now to bring you to a deeply relaxed and highly meditative state as you float on the mineral-rich warmth of this wonder of the world, harmonizing with the water, the earth, and my touch. You are now floating on the mineral-rich water. Float. I will now begin to bring you to a deeply relaxed and highly meditative state as you harmonize with the water, the earth, and with my touch as you float. As you begin to feel weightless, as you feel your energy calm and settle, float, weightless, float, weightless, the interplay of the weightlessness of the water of your body as I begin to use the pads of my fingertips to circle around each eye, around, 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 and you start to feel the little muscles around your eyes, all of those tiny little muscles around your eyes, above your eyes, below your eyes, and on both sides of your eyes. Each tiny little muscle begins to relax. They relax. They relax. And your eyelids just relax. Feeling those tiny muscles relaxing more. You accept this and realize that this is the time to release any focus. Your eyes going hazy. Your focus going dark. And close down now. That's it. Let the eyes rest. And allow your mind to rest. Let it sleep. As you give your mind permission to rest, as your deeper subconscious mind will stay with my words. Remind your mind that there is no work left for today. Tell your mind to rest. To rest. It is time to rest. Rest now. Your deeper subconscious mind will stay with my words. It is more than okay to be taken care of, to let go, and feel the support all around you. Even these words that you cannot hold in your hand, you allow to touch your mind. And as you go deeper and relax, your mind starts to empty of all of the thoughts that occupied it before. Allow me to guide you to relax your mind even more. Just relax for me. I've got you. You're here and you're safe. I'll make sure you are. That you stay safe. You are in my hands. And I'll take care of you. I'll take care of everything as you relax. And the fingertips now. Wiping the forehead, wiping away the stress, the worry, brushing it all away as it falls down into the water and floats away. Fingertips gliding down to the ears, massaging the ears gently. All of those tiny nerve endings in the ears being stimulated, being massaged, being relaxed. Let yourself just immerse. Letting go to focus on how good the ears feel as they are massaged. How good but in how necessary it is to have the ears massaged. How relaxing it is to have the ears massaged. The fingertips move up now too, caressing and massaging the scalp. Relax into this caressing touch, massaging the scalp in circular motions, tiny little circles with the pads of the fingers and alternating with the fingernails. Perhaps tingling sensations beginning to form in the awareness as there is an increase in circulation and blood, nutrient-rich blood in that scalp area, bringing attention to the scalp. And the remaining thoughts dissipate from this experience. The interplay and the light massage soothing your body, calming the mind, alleviating stress, soothing the body, feeling weightless, and releasing stress in the warm blue waters with complete relaxation running through the nerves, feeling the body reboot its entire system and slowly becoming stress-free, floating in this dreamy atmosphere of milky blue waters, striking blue waters, feeling the energy calm and settle into contentment. Just let go. And feeling soft, gentle hands now on your neck. Both hands massaging and rubbing the neck on the sides of the neck, the back of the neck, loosening those muscles in the neck, relaxing the neck, and realizing how important and necessary it is to relax the neck. And feeling that tight connection between your neck and your shoulders releasing. The tension, the toxic debris now floats out of your body and down into the blue milky waters and floats away, 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 away. Hands now gliding down the top of the back, down and around the scapulas, the shoulder blades, working gently in that area to loosen any knots, tight, knotted fascia, working that area, loosening it. All of that tension, all of that toxic debris flushes away, and the fascia and the muscles become more pliable, loose, lubricated, healthier, and the blood flows more easily in those areas. Feeling that tightness dissipate, feeling loose, feeling comfortable, feeling relaxed. Just let yourself go. You are in good hands. You're in good care. Relaxing deeper into this experience. Relaxing. Your mind and body only exist in this moment. All that you have right now is this moment. Feel the touch and feel your body weightless, releasing and weightless. I've got you, so just let go completely. As each breath gets easier and easier, and as the stillness takes you deeper, just let yourself float in bliss, float in peace, in calm, connecting with the sounds of nature all around you, becoming one with nature. Each breath now deepens the feeling of every muscle getting looser and looser, making you lighter, coming into this moment fully and allowing yourself to rest completely as you become less focused on the outside world, appreciating this self-care. And rest now, rest, and you just rest and relax in this moment. Rest. There are no worries. Just relax. Rest, rest. There is nothing but comfort in this. It feels remarkably good, natural, relaxing, rest, healthy. That's all you feel in this magical place with this beautiful massage in this healing atmosphere. Soft, delicate, oily hands. A gentle, soft touch glides down on both sides of your vertebrae, gently rolling out the fascia, smoothing out the lumps and the knots, releasing the knots as my hands glide down toward the tailbone. And you feel something wonderful now. You feel roots extending out from your torso and down into the water, down into the earth, grounding you, connecting you on a deeper level with Mother Earth. Such a safe and comfortable feeling. You notice this, and the hands now go down to the calf muscles, working those tight calf muscles. They feel loose and relaxed, no more tightness. Loose and relaxed, and they glide up the calves, soft, warm hands gliding up to the back of the knees, and glide and up, gliding soft, warm hands, both hands over to the left thigh. Feeling warmth, feeling weightlessness, feeling well-being in the Blue Lagoon. This luxurious experience of floating and the gentle caresses of this therapeutic touch. In this therapeutic escape, in this naturally heated water, and the steamy air caresses your body, detoxing your skin, floating as you lie weightlessly in the lukewarm, therapeutic waters, drifting in a meditative state, floating, reaping the benefits of the meditative state, and the soft, gentle caresses to your body, and the detoxification from the warm mineral steam of the Blue Lagoon, in this nutrient-dense body of water, floating. Two soft, warm hands on the back of the left thigh, gliding up to the crease where the leg ends and the buttocks begins, and going in that crease and around between the float and the thigh, and gliding down to the knee, and bending that leg so the foot points up to the sky, massaging, caressing now the shin, the front of the leg, soft, gliding, warm hands, gently caressing the entire left leg, the front and the back. Placing that part of the leg down now, and now over to the right leg, bending that leg up so the foot points to the sky, and working the front of the shin, the front of that part of the leg, gently caressing the shin with soft, warm hands. Placing that part of the leg down now, both warm hands gliding up the back of the leg, the back of the thigh and the hamstring area. Soft, gliding, warm hands, up to where the buttocks begins and the thigh ends, and around to the front of the thigh, between the thigh and the float, and gently gliding down to the knee, and around to the back of the thigh, and back up, and around and down the front of the thigh, working both the front and the back of the leg, making it feel warm and soft and pliable and lubricated and healthy. And now gliding one hand on each thigh, up the back of the thigh to the buttocks, and both hands now on the left buttocks, kneading that area, soft, gliding, warm hands, caressing and massaging gently and softly the left buttocks, and realizing now how important it is to work the buttocks muscles. It gets so tense, and it feels so good to be worked as those knots loosen, as the entire area loosens, becomes pliable, lubricated. Feeling weightless on this float, floating as the warm steam continues to soften the skin and the muscles, floating, allowing this touch, this gentle touch, to go through layers without effort, with just a soft touch, as the hands go over to the right buttocks, gently caressing, rubbing, gently rubbing and caressing the right buttocks, caressing, kneading, and smoothing out that entire area. Float, float, float. And the soft touch now lightens even softer, delicate fingertips, almost tickling, but not quite. Tracing up the lower back, up the back, up over the shoulder blades, up the neck, into the scalp, and the fingertips now gently caressing the scalp, gently caressing the scalp. Float, 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 float. And the gentle fingertips gliding down the neck, down in between the shoulder blades, down gently down the back. Float, so gentle, so soft. Float, tracing up. And those gentle fingertips gliding down the neck, down the shoulders, down the mid-back, down the lower back, down over the buttocks, down over the back of each thigh, and down over each calf. Float, 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 float. And the gentle touch gliding softly up the back, up in between the shoulder blades, up the neck, into the scalp. Fingernails lightly caressing your scalp, fingernails lightly scratching the scalp, caressing, alternating with the pads of the fingers. Float, and the fingers float, go back, float, down float, the nape of the neck, down the neck, down the back, down over the buttocks, and down the legs, all the way down to the ankles. Float, float. And the hands glide up the calves. Float, float. Up the back of the thighs. Float. Up the buttocks. Up the back. Up in between the shoulder blades. Up the neck into the scalp. Lightly caressing and massaging the scalp. And the fingers now go back, down the neck, down the back, down over the buttocks, down the thighs, down the calves. Float, float, float. And the hands glide up the calves, up the back of the thighs, up the buttocks, up the back, up in between the shoulder blades, up the neck into the scalp, lightly caressing and massaging the scalp, and the fingers now go back, down the neck, down the back, down over the buttocks, down the thighs, down the calves. Float, float, float. And the hands glide up the calves, up the back of the thighs, up the buttocks, up the back, up in between the shoulder blades, up the neck into the scalp, lightly caressing and massaging the scalp, and the fingers now go back, down the neck, down the back, down over the buttocks, down the thighs, down the calves, and the hands glide up the calves, up the back of the thighs, up the buttocks, up the back, up in between the shoulder blades, up the neck into the scalp, lightly caressing and massaging the scalp, and the fingers now go back, down the neck, down the back, down over the buttocks, down the thighs, down the calves, and the hands glide up the calves, up the back of the thighs, up the buttocks, up the back, up in between the shoulder blades, up the neck into the scalp, lightly caressing and massaging the scalp, and the fingers now go back, down the neck, down the back, down over the buttocks, down the thighs, down the calves, floating, and the hands glide up the calves, up the back of the thighs, up the buttocks, up the back, up in between the shoulder blades, up the neck into the scalp, lightly caressing and massaging the scalp, and the fingers now go back, down the neck, down the back, down over the buttocks, down the thighs, down the calves, floating, 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 and the hands glide up the calves, up the back of the thighs, up the buttocks, up the back, up in between the shoulder blades, up the neck into the scalp, lightly caressing and massaging the scalp, and the fingers now go back, down the neck, down the back, down over the buttocks, down the thighs, down the calves, float, 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 float,